Hey guys, it's Brittany. So I had a bunch of requests to do a tutorial on this look pictured here. So I'm going to be doing a get ready with me for recreating that tutorial. Just because a lot of the products I use are limited edition, or I'm not sure if you can still get them, etc, etc. I have a bunch of dry shampoo in my hair, so like please ignore that. And we're just going to dive right in. Right now I'm using the Physicians Formula Insta Ready Photo Insta Ready Face Primer, and it smells like chocolate. It's kind of weird, but I like it. I like the smell. I like the way it feels on my skin, but it's supposed to be like a mattifying primer, supposedly, and I don't think that it does that. It also like can pill up on your skin a little bit, so you have to kind of be careful, but that is this. I am just gonna use my Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation. This is a number 4 Aspen. I really like this foundation. Little bit salty that I like it so much, and that, whoa, Bare Minerals isn't cruelty free, because I cannot repurchase. Or the last time I checked they weren't. I don't know if they are now, but I got this from Influencer also, by the way. You guys probably already saw that video, but if not, I will link it down below in the description box. I really like using these Moda prismatic brushes with this foundation because it is super liquidy, and it's just faster, to be 100% honest, and I am lazy as hell. You could use this with a brush and or a sponge and it would do the same thing. With a sponge, this foundation does sheer out a little bit, which with every foundation that's how it works. But which is why I use the brush, because it is a little bit more full coverage with the brush. Because this is like a medium to full coverage foundation, depending on like your skin and like what you're doing and like how much you put on. And like right now my skin is like having a panic attack on one side of my face. It's just doing its thing. Alright, as you guys have already seen in other videos, I am panning my sculpting sticks by ColourPop. So we are just going to do some cream contour really quickly and move on with our day. These are not bad. I just don't know. I just don't ever like take the time to like contour my face because I'm lazy, which is why I had to put them in this project, because they had been sitting in my drawer for at least 8 months, and that is no bueno for anybody. I usually also will go over that with concealer as well, just because it doesn't give enough coverage under my eyes, because it's a highlight. It's not meant to be a concealer. I am at the bare bottoms of this Wet n Wild concealer too. This is the PhotoFocus concealer in light, question mark? I don't know. It's kind of like rubbed off. I like this. It's supposedly a dupe for like the Tarte Shape Tape, or the Too Faced Shape Tape. Shit, I don't know. But I like it. You have to kind of like layer it. It's not super full coverage all by itself, but I mean, it's a $4 concealer, I think, so can't really be too mad at it for that. Alright, then I'm just going to set that with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I need a good powder recommendation from you guys, preferably a cruelty-free one. This is the one that I have been buying because I need one that keeps me matte throughout the day, and trying like mattifying primers and sprays and stuff really hasn't been working, and it seems like the combination of this powder, my de-slicking setting spray from Urban Decay, and that mattifying primer plus the Bare Minerals foundation is actually pretty matte when it dries down as well. So the combination of that is kind of helping keep everything like matte and nice, but I want to transition out of that like being dependent on that one and get a cruelty-free one. I'm also panning, spoiler alert, this powder, and I hit some major pan over the weekend because I used it to set my entire face while I was filming. And so I just use that under my eyes and then like down my nose. This is part of the Walgreens and Wonder Woman collab. Well, not collab, but line that was like last year, 2 years ago, I don't remember, but I really like it. It's super nice. Pretty much everything I'm using is in a project, so most of it you've already seen before. The Too Faced Soulmates blush and bronzer. Gonna hit some color on my face so I don't look so dead. Because if there's anything I know, when you don't feel good, just put on some bronzer and nobody will know that you're sick because you still look healthy. So I'm jumping into brows. I'm using my e.l.f. brow pencil in neutral brown. This has like almost zero product in it. I opened this last night and I filmed my Avengers update and I'm adding this in. But I used it last night for the first time and that's all the product that's in there. And it's inexpensive. Like, it's not expensive at all, but I'm just like, what? Alright, brows are done. I'm just throwing a little bit of gel on there. This is in a project too. This is my Gimme brow that I got from my Sephora Play. And I'm just using it up and getting it out of my collection because it is not cruelty free, which you guys probably know. I'm going to set my eyes with my e.l.f. little smudge pot. And then zoom you in for the eye part of this Get Ready With Me, which is why everybody is here. Alright, so I am setting my primer with just a neutral shadow. This is from Wet n Wild. That I'm panning in a whole other project. I swear everything I'm using I'm panning. And this is super nice, especially if you have shadows that you either used up your neutral shade or you just want a neutral shade to have. This is like 99 cents at the store. So this is like a good deal. And it works really well. And I sometimes use that as an under eye setting powder too if I get really lazy because it works. So the main features of this look are going to be this Mally eye stick. This is the Age Rebel eyeshadow in Jade. And it's super pretty. I got this in a swap with my friend Julie here on YouTube. You guys have probably already seen that video, but I will link it down below as well. And I am going to zoom you guys in and we're going to start this eye look. Let's do it. Okay, so we're zoomed in more. Well, you can really see how badly my face is broken out on this side. Let's ignore that and keep going. So I'm going to shift my mirror. So I took this and I put it all in my crease and like in the outer V of my eyeball. On both sides, naturally. I just took a big dense brush and I blended it all out. So let me go get it because it is not over here. Why would it be? Huh. Okay, so I'm using this is the Sigma E43 and I am just blending this out just a little bit. Making it less harsh looking than it is right now. And then I'm going to go in and deepen it again because you kind of like blend away some of the pigment. So I'm going to add a little bit more on outside and like where it got really spotty, just to darken the color. And then I'm going in with some more shadows to complete the look. So I'm going in with my Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette. And the colors I'm using are actually these two right here. So this shade is going to be on like the inner half of the lid, and then this darker shade is going to be on the outer half. This shade is really cool. It's kind of like duochrome-y. It like looks different in different lights, and then this green just always speaks to me. So I really wanted to use it in a look, and this is the look that ended up getting used. It got used for. So, way to go, Courtney. So honestly, for that light shimmery green, I used my finger and I just packed it on my lid, and then went in and cleaned it up with a brush in a minute. This is a super pigmented, super foiled shadow, and leaving the base shadow wet and not setting it with something else really helped it to grab onto like the pigment and make it look super vibrant and nice. I honestly love this shadow. No, it's no wonder she put it in this palette because it's beautiful. Okay, and then I'm taking a like blending brush and I'm going to use that darker color and put it in the outer V and then blend it into the crease and then blend the two colors together. Okay, and then I'm taking that Sigma brush again and I am blending everything together. And that's pretty much everything that I did. I hope you can't hear the wind outside. It is super loud. And I apologize if you can. So then for the finishing touches, I'm taking just some eyeliner and mascara. And I'm going to tightline with my Marc Jacobs Highline in black. And then with my NYX matte liquid eyeliner in black, I'm just going to make a really thin line, no wing situation here. Also note that I said thin line and look how thick those turned out. But it's okay. I am going to throw some mascara on and brush off my little excess shadow from when I pressed it on with my finger. Okay, I don't know where my camera cut off because it just cut off super abruptly, but I did some thin-ish eyeliner and I tightlined, and now I'm just going in with mascara, and that's pretty much going to be the end of this look. You can, I don't remember what color I paired this with off the top of my head. I'll have to check for lips, but you could really do anything. You could go red for like a really Christmassy vibe, or you could do like a nude because nude goes with everything. I like it both ways. Alright, so that is the final eye look that we got going on. I also 100% had falsies on the first time I did this makeup, but I have to go to work in like 20 or 30 minutes, so I'm not going to put those on. And then I do believe that I also used like a green highlight, which I'm not going to do today because again I have to go to work. So I am going to adjust this one part that's super patchy. Disrespect. There we go. And we are all done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't really chatty, but hopefully it was okay. I love you guys so much. Like I said, if you want to hang out with me anywhere else on social media, that is all down below. Snapchat's where I usually post my makeup of the days, and Instagram as well. I love you guys so much, like I already said, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.